Hi guys, my name is Iman Aizat bin Suhaini. You guys can call me Iman. My student ID is 2025898422.
My name is Irfan Syamil bin Muhammad Azrul Azizi. You can call me Irfan. My student ID is 2025855126.
So my name is Amirul Mukminin bin Yusran, and you can call me Amirul, and my student ID is 2025802168.
Hi everyone, my name is Aisyah Iman Steha binti Abdul Ghani. My student ID is 2025884856.
Description and types of materials. In any civil engineering projects, the choice of construction material is one of the most vital components that directly influence the safety, durability, sustainability, and economic value of a structure. In our projects, two major construction materials were selected for analysis, which we chose sand bricks and plywood. Then, the engineering properties and characteristics. First, we got plywood. The plywood itself has a water absorption. The plywood will be weak because it absorbs water in high quantities. Also, it has a flexural strength. For bricks, it got an impact resistance, and the brick itself is tough. That refers to brick's ability to resist sudden impact and not just normal static loads. And then we go to the advantages and the disadvantage in construction. The advantage for plywood is it is high strength and its stability. Plywood has cross-laminated layers, making it strong and more stable compared to ordinary wood. Other than that, plywood is also lightweight and easy to handle. Just the disadvantage for the plywood is it is easily damaged by moisture, and it is also a non-fire resistant material. The advantages for bricks is it is a high strength, smooth and uniform shapes, and also a good fire resistant. Unfortunately, the disadvantage is it is a heavy material, low water absorption that makes a plaster may not stick well unless the surface prepared properly, and then we need a skills to install the bricks nicely. Then the applications in Malaysian civil engineering projects. For plywood, in Malaysia, they use the plywood to make formwork for concrete, or other than that, they use the plywood for temporary site structures such as walkways, protective barriers, or boards around the site. For bricks, in our country, bricks are used for infrastructure work, low-cost housing projects, and this is because sand bricks are affordable and easy to find and simple to install. Lastly, the sustainable and practices or innovations. Sustainable practice are methods to reduce waste, save resources, and protect the environment when using construction materials. For plywood, we need to use a certified timber or resources that come from a forest that are managed responsibly. Using certified plywood helps protect Malaysia's rainforest. Other than that, we can recycle and reusing plywood formwork. Instead of throwing away the plywood after one use, contractors reuse it for many cycles. And this also reduces waste and save the cost. For bricks, it is energy efficiency because factories nowadays are using better machines and improved curing systems to save energy. This helps reduce fuel consumption and lower pollution. This also can be recycled and reused for construction debris. Broken or waste bricks from old buildings can be crushed and reused in road-based or non-structural base. Innovations method in construction. Nowadays, they already have 3D printing with cement-based material. New technology allows machine to paint walls layer by layer using a cement mixture. And then we have advanced formwork system. Modern formwork use plywood with steel or aluminium frames that can be used many times and produce better quality concrete while reducing the waste.
Before entering the lab, we should wear our lab coat.
Hello everyone, so right now I am using meter ruler to measure the length of the plywood. Up next, I am using a meter ruler to measure the width of the plywood. So right now I am using vernier caliper to measure the height of the plywood.
So first of all, we will fill the empty bucket with the water.
Okay, right now we are going to do a physical test for plywood, which is water absorption test. As you can see on my right, we have filled the bucket with water. What are you waiting for? Let's put in. So now we let it sit for a night, or to be precise, 24 hours. The purpose of the test is to determine how much water that plywood can absorb, which tell us about its moisture resistance, glue quality and durability. As we can see here, we already soaked the plywood in the water for 24 hours. So let's measure the weight. Now it proves that plywood can absorb the water.
Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get the footage of we recording the weight of the plywood before it was immersed into the water. So, yeah.
Now we measure the mass of the empty bucket.
Now we are adding 2 kilograms of water more into the bucket. So it will be 4 kilograms of water in the bucket. For this we will measure the deflection point. Now we are adding another liter of water until it reaches 6 kilograms.
Now we are measuring the deflection of the water.
Now the bucket is filled with 8 kilograms of water. Now it's on 9 kilograms of water.
And now it is 12 kilograms.
Now I'm going to measure the deflection. So now the deflection is on 0.9 centimeters.
And now it's 14 kilograms.
Let's see if the plywood can hold 14 kilograms of water. So right now I am measuring the height of our bricks. Next, I'm using a meter ruler to measure the width and the length of the bricks. Now, I am going to do a physical test on our sand bricks. The purpose of this test is to determine how much water a brick can absorb when it is soaked for 24 hours. So now, I'm going to put the bricks inside a bucket full of water. And now, the bricks has fully emerged into the water. As we can see here, the bricks are releasing bubbles inside the water. So this means we can evaluate the porosity of the bricks, which is how many pores and voids it has, also we can test the quality and durability. Bricks that absorb too much water are usually weaker. Looks like the brick has already been sit here for 24 hours. Let's measure the mass of the brick right now. As we can see, the weight of the brick has increased. So that means that the brick can absorb a lot of water.
Hi, so right now we are going to do the mechanical test for the bricks. We already placed the plywood onto the wall to get a flat surface. Right now we are going to
Measure the height, the initial height, to drop the bricks. Right now, we are using a 1 meter ruler to mark the point that we want to drop the bricks. Why we do that is because we want to get a consistent result. Okay, so right now we have drawn the 1 meter line and 45-degree line side by side. We put the bottom left corner of this brick like this, as you guys can see. The bricks will fall consistent position.
Round
This
1.
is the first test.
takut. Right now we are going to measure the weight of the brick after the fall.
So this is second round. So now we measure the weight after the second fall. Okay, satu. Third fall. You can see the bricks having a crack. Okay, so let's go to the next round. Fourth weight after the drop test.
Final round.
Drop it. So we can see the brick is break.
So now, after 5 rounds of dropping the bricks, we can see the brick is break into 2, and let's measure the weight of it now. So here, as we can see, this is what's left, because the bricks itself is breaks part by part and piece by piece. That's all.
1, 2, 3.
That's all from us.
And we
Hope that
Our video will be beneficial for future use. Bye bye.
bye bye. Thank you.